Coach, thanks for being here. It is week one of college football season. Camp is over. You were picked at first in the Big Sky preseason polls. How are you feeling after seeing your team at fall camp and heading into your matchup against Missouri State this week?
Well, that's a hard question a little bit because I'm always apprehensive that we're not ready for the first game. So it's a deal we work on every day, trying to be ready. We're including today, and we'll work right up to kickoff to hopefully go out and perform in the opener. But I do, in fact, like our team. I think they've worked really hard. I think our seniors on our team have pushed the envelope with the guys all summer, and I'm excited to see if we're any good here coming up in the opener.
Coach, you had one of the best defenses in all of the FCS last season. This year, two new defensive coordinators, Roger Cooper and Tim Hauck, sharing that role. How would you describe their dynamic this year?
We've had new coordinators each of the last 3 years. I think everybody has done a great job with the transition each time. I think Tim and Roger really work well together. They're both great guys. They're both likable guys. They work and play well with others, so that's been smooth. I think our defensive staff is clicking along, working very smoothly, and you know we're constantly working on our tackling and our defensive scheme. We evolve it. Each of those guys brings something new into the mix in terms of coordinating. They've both been coordinators before. Obviously, Coop's been a coordinator in this league. Tim's been coaching the NFL, coordinated all over the place. So it's really been a nice blend, and it's been smooth so far.
How have your players adjusted to having two men in that role as opposed to one that we've seen in recent years?
Well, the players either adjust or there's new players. So our guys have handled it really well. We got all those guys back, and um, our guys have done a good job. Both these coaches have been with them, um, going on a couple of years now. So it's not like there were new faces coming in the room. It's not like there's a whole new scheme coming in the room. Like I said earlier, everything's been really smooth. Our players have great understanding about what we want on the defensive side of the ball, and I don't think there's been really any adjustment for our players.
Offensively, you're returning one of the top receiving cores in the nation. And Keelan White told me at Media Day that they call themselves the Waffle House because they are open 24/7. What do you think of that nickname for your receivers?
Well, I think talk's cheap. We get to see when we open up, but I like it. It's all over their meeting room. There's probably some copyright infringement there going on, but they uh, they are a confident group. There's a lot of guys in that room that have made a lot of plays. We're excited about them, and like you said, when you talk to Keelan at media days, um, they're a fun group to be around. And I think they've done a nice job working on the run game piece of it. They're energetic about blocking as well as catching passes. And I think that they should be a strength for us.
Junior Bergen was on the preseason All Big Sky team, both offense and special teams. How do you plan on using him this season as a kick returner, punt returner, and a wide receiver?
Well, Junior in his time here has done a lot of things. He's thrown passes. He's started at running back. Obviously, the return game is a place where he's really stood out, in particular last year during the playoffs. But the last 2 years during the playoffs, he's scored 4 touchdowns, I think, in the playoffs the last 2 years. So Junior's a really versatile guy. Um, the biggest issue is he's not a big dude, so the gauge is how much to put on him. We want to keep Junior healthy through the year, so that's all day to day. See what he can do, but he's a guy that can do a lot of things, and will do a lot of things for our team.
Coach, I know it's only week one, but last year you played for a national championship. What will it take for the Grizz to get back to Frisco and win the whole thing this season?
I think anytime you win to that magnitude, you've got to get a few breaks here and there. And one of the main things you need to get a break on is staying healthy. We've had years where we had really good football teams where we couldn't quite get to that point of winning a championship or competing for a championship just because we weren't healthy enough at the end of the year. So we need to get some breaks in terms of staying healthy, and then You got to win some games in the fourth quarter because there's always going to be close games no matter what. We've got 12 regular season games starting with this first one that we need to win. So, at this juncture, our approach is there's 12 potential losses on the schedule and there's 12 potential wins on the schedule, and we get to play one each week, starting with Missouri State.
Coach, really appreciate your time and you being here, and I wish you the best of luck, not just this week, but all season long.
Well, I look forward to seeing you again soon. Thanks for having me on, Meg.